If you're not getting the basics right to provide a foundation for business to succeed, you don't have a hope in hell of growing the economy.
How to wreck a local economy. Step by step. Start by choking the basics. Block access to proper roads. Let the power grid fail. Cut the water supply. Ignore sewage and waste removal. Once that's gone, you've created a dead zone where no business, big or small, can survive, let alone grow. Now hand over control of that infrastructure to a group of so-called managers who have no clue what they're doing. They're not interested in fixing the economy. They're chasing votes. So instead of maintaining the systems that keep towns alive, they burn through public money on empty promises made during election season. Projects that sound good on stage but collapse in the real world. The result? No infrastructure, no jobs, no growth, just decay. Now introduce the ANC and you've got the blueprint. Welcome to the Iranville Show, stories that touch every South African in one way or another. Matlosana municipality, like so many others across South Africa, is falling apart. And let's be blunt, the blame sits squarely with the ANC. Their years of mismanagement, broken promises, and political games have gutted this region. They've turned what was once a thriving economy into a cautionary tale of what happens when you put party loyalty above public service. Klerkindustria used to be a proud city. The CBD was clean, busy, and safe. Businesses were booming. Uraniaville and Klerkindustria were so full of life that new companies had to build from scratch just to find space. People walked the streets of the CBD without fear. Shops opened. Jobs were created. There was momentum. Then the rot set in. Roads crumbled. Streetlights stopped working. The police became spectators. Sewage systems failed. Rubbish piled up. Electricity became unreliable. And water, essential for any business, started disappearing for days on end. Some companies now go a full week without a drop of water. How do you run a factory like that? The CBD is now a danger zone. Theft is rampant. Phones, wallets, handbags, gone in seconds. And yet, people are forced to go there because Home Affairs is stuck right in the middle of it. The SAPS knows what's happening, but they're either unwilling or unable to act. Excuses flow freely. Action does not. Big businesses have packed up and left. Banks, telecom, the post office, gone. And in their place, micro shops selling cheap imports, often run by foreign nationals. The economic backbone of the city has been ripped out, and the municipality, under ANC control, is doing nothing to stop the bleeding. In fact, they're the ones holding the knife. This isn't just bad governance, it's sabotage, and the people of Matlosana deserve better. The Matlosana National Fresh Produce Market and surrounding businesses in Uraniaville have now endured over 7 days without water. That's not just an inconvenience, it's a direct threat to food safety, public hygiene, and the survival of local industry. Business owners have reported the outage daily to municipal water teams and directors. The mayor was formally notified last Tuesday, and yet no feedback, no intervention, no explanation, just silence. This isn't a technical glitch. It's a governance failure. The ANC-run municipality has once again shown its true colours: unresponsive, unaccountable, and indifferent to economic collapse. While traders scramble to keep operations afloat, the city leadership remains invisible. The fresh produce market is a critical node in the region's food supply chain. Without water, hygiene standards plummet, produce spoils and livelihoods are lost. Businesses in Iranville, already battered by unreliable infrastructure, are now being pushed to the brink. Community members and traders are demanding immediate action. Not another press release. Not another excuse. They want water restored, answers delivered, and officials held accountable. This is not just about taps running dry. It's about a municipality that's running on empty, morally, operationally, and economically. When DA leader John Steenhuisen visited the Uraniaville industrial hub in Klerkindustria, he didn't find progress. He found pain. Business owners, many of whom have operated in the area for decades, spoke with frustration and fear. Their message was that the ANC-run Matlosana municipality has failed them, and the future of their businesses, their workers, and their families is hanging by a thread. From dairy processors to steel manufacturers, the complaints were the same. No water, no electricity, no roads, no maintenance. One dairy plant needs 200,000 litres of water a day to operate, but there's no water. So they spend up to 8,000 Rand a day trucking in water. Staff are hauling buckets to toilets. Production lines are crawling. It's not sustainable. Electricity cuts, unrelated to load shedding, are costing businesses 2 to 3 production days every month. Roads are so broken that trucks can't reach clients. Small cars are getting damaged just trying to get to work. Business owners operating at the Uraniaville business hub say the poor state of services is destroying their livelihoods. From collapsing roads and the dry taps to flickering lights and crumbling infrastructure, they're being pushed to the edge. Many say they may have to cut jobs or shut down entirely. They shared these concerns directly with Steenhuisen during his oversight visit. One business owner who's been in the same premises since 2000 said it plainly. I don't know if we'll survive this. Over the past 12 years, he's lost 40% of his staff, not through retrenchment, but resignation, and he couldn't replace them. That's 40% less business. That's 40% less jobs. Another company said they've stopped growing. They're just trying to hold on. But how do you hold on when the municipality doesn't fix roads, doesn't supply water, and doesn't care? Steenhuisen summed it up. Infrastructure is collapsing. Roads, sewage, electricity. Everything municipalities are supposed to maintain is falling apart. And when the basics fail, businesses fail. Jobs disappear. Families suffer. The ANC-led municipality was asked to comment. They didn't respond. That silence says everything. This isn't just bad service, it's betrayal. People built businesses here, they created jobs, they paid taxes, and now they're being left to rot. Matlosana doesn't need more empty promises, it needs accountability. It needs leadership that shows up, listens, and fixes what's broken. Until then, the damage will continue and more businesses will shut their doors for good. So what now? How do we fix this mess? The roads are broken, the taps are dry, the lights go off, and the municipality shrugs. Businesses are dying, jobs are disappearing, and the people who are supposed to lead are nowhere to be found. It is time we ask the hard question. Are the voters who keep putting the ANC back in power part of the problem? Because if we keep choosing the same party, we'll keep getting the same results. How do we get rid of a government that's failed us and replace it with leadership that actually cares about the people, the workers, and the local economy? Maybe it's time to think differently. What if communities run their own municipalities? No political interference, just people who live here making decisions for the people who live here. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and if you found any value in this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.